Hello, lovely student of grade 5. I'm your science teacher Mahi, and today we are going to learn and study about the chapter 4 safety and first aid. Safety is very important in our life wherever we are, either we are at home or we are at school. Safety is everything. So we should check the gas stove at home regularly to avoid leakage. Yes, we should check. We should not throw the pill on the road after eating a banana. We should always look for the road sign because road safety is must. We should attend to an injured person on the road because he might need the help. So safety is everything. What is first aid? First aid is a first medical help given to an injured person before a doctor arrives. The most important thing while giving first aid, you should stay calm and relax. Students, in case of cuts and scratches, for nose bleeding, for sprain and fractures, you should attend the person first and you should give some first aid. So now I am going to discuss one by one first aid tips. For cuts and scratches, do not neglect any wound. However minor, germs can enter a body through uncovered cuts or wound. So what you need to do, you need to wash away all dirt around the wound. Clean the affected area with cotton and wool soaked in a antiseptic lotion. Place a thick pad of cotton, wool or satin gauze also you can use, and you should press it with thumb and finger. A tourniquet or bandage tightly tied over the wound can help to stop bleeding. In case of nose bleeding, what you can do? Some safety steps are: keep the patient upright in a comfortable position with his head held back. Press the bleeding side of the nose firmly. Keep an ice pack or wet cloth on the nose and head to the patient. Ask the patient to breathe through his mouth and not through his nose. In case of sprains and fractures, what you can do? First we'll see for sprain. Keep an applying ice pack and ice cube to the injured area till the swelling subsides. In case of fractures, keep the patient calm and comfortable and send for the doctor. Apply a splint to give support to broken bone and try to avoid unnecessary movement. So you know what is splint? It is nothing. It is like a piece of cardboard or a pillow or anything you can use as a splint. You should give splint to that person so he can it will kind of support. Let's see about for burns. Suppose there is a burns can be suffer from the hot object like fire, steam, boiling water, crackers, electronic point, anything. So there what first step you will use? Let running cold water flow over on the burn until the pain subsides. Apply an antiseptic lotion or cream to prevent infection. If an antiseptic lotion is not available, apply a paste of baking soda and water that you can prepare at home also, that you should give to the minor burns, okay, which you can give at home only. But in case of severe burns, what you have to do, sometimes the skin get severely burned. There you can gently cover the burn with a clean piece of cloth or sterile gauze. Protect to it from germs and dust. If the victim is in state of shock, give him a warm drink, not cold drink. Never try to give a liquid to an unconscious person. Do not try. For in case of chemical burns, what first step we should follow? In case of chemical burns, remove any clothing from the affected area. Use plenty of water to wash off the chemicals. Cover the burn with again acetylene gauze and send for the doctor because it is chemical burn. You are mostly not having any medical. So in case of firefighting, this is very important. In case of firefighting, suppose there is a fire in your building, you should inform the nearest fire station and you should know the fire station number also. In case of fire caused by petrol, do not throw water on it. Water will flare up the fire. Put out the fire by throwing lots of sand and mud on it. What you have to do? You have to throw the sand and mud. Make him roll on the ground if that person or his clothes are catch with a fire. If a fire been caused by defective wiring, then close the or turn off the main switch. Now we are going to watch one video.
Fighting a fire. Most people get scared on seeing a fire spread. However, if you know what to do in such a situation, you will not panic. In the event of a fire, first and foremost, inform the fire service immediately. Call 101 and tell them the complete address. Do not try to put out a fire all by yourself. Raise an alarm to get help from your elders and neighbors. Remember the following rules of putting out a fire safely. If any material such as paper, wood, or plastic is on fire, we should throw water or sand on it to put out the fire. If the fire has started from electric points or wires, we should never throw water on it. Instead, we should switch off the main power supply immediately. We can also throw sand to put out the fire. We should never use water to put out a fire caused by petrol, kerosene, or any other oil. These oils are lighter than water, so they will float on water and keep burning. We should throw sand or mud to put out the fire. If your clothes catch fire, then perform the stop, drop, roll drill. Drop to the floor, cover your face with your hands and roll. Escaping a fire needs preparation in advance. A fire drill prepares you for what you need to do in case of a fire. Fire drills are not real fires. Sometimes, your school may conduct a fire drill to prepare you for a fire accident. When the fire alarm rings, keep calm. Listen carefully to your teacher's instructions. Do not run. Make a queue and take the exit pointed out by your teacher. Assemble at the playground and stay with your classmates. Your teacher will tell you when it is safe.
What safety and first aid you have to use for animal bites. In case of animal bites, wash the wound with soap and water to remove germs, as the virus which cause rabies or hydrophobia may be carried in the saliva of an infected animal such as dogs, wolves, bats, cats are known to carry the rabies virus. Apply an antiseptic lotion to prevent infection, bandage the wound with a sterile gauze, rush the victim to a doctor. Next, in case of snake bites, what safety you have to follow? What first step? Apply a tourniquet just above the bite to stop the flow of blood to the heart. This may help to slow down the spread of the poison. Immediately rush the victim to a doctor. See, a poisonous snake inject poison with its sharp fangs, causing a lot of pain and swelling. Treatment must be given immediately as the poison can kill. Next, in case of poisoning, see, in certain things in your house might or may they are poisons like nail polish, and then some balls and paints, detergents, and some medicines also they are poisons. Remember, keep all medicines locked and away from small children. Read the label very carefully before taking any medicine. Throw or destroy all the medicine which have crossed their expiry date. You should throw out. Properly wash vegetable and fruits before eating. You should, in case of poisoning, try to make the victim vomit again and again and then rush to the doctor. Kids, if you are injured or any risk occur, to whom you should call? You should keep the telephone number of your nearest police station as well as fire station, your family doctor or chemist or the medical store person. In case of emergency, you can immediately call for help. Dear student, Chapter 4 Safety and First Aid is a very interesting chapter, and we can sum up this chapter. We can conclude with some points that what is the first aid? Help given to a patient before the arrival of a doctor is called first step, and we must obey safety rules on the road and follow road signs. We should not neglect a wound as germ may cause infection to the wound. Any necessary movement of a broken bone should be prevented. Treat a burn by washing it with rushing cold water, applying an antiseptic lotion. This antiseptic lotion should be in your safety box, in your first aid box. Cutting off the air supply helps to put out a fire. Okay, and in case of snake bites, it's very risky. You should treat the person immediately. You should send him to the doctor, and we should always properly wash vegetables and fruits before eating them. So this was all about the fourth chapter, safety and first aid. I hope you learned the chapter. I hope you understood all the important points. Still, if you have any doubt or queries, please ask these questions about this chapter in our next revision class. So with that note, now we'll come to the homework part.